Welcome back, students. This is Reverend Greg giving you a quick online tutorial about how we're going to be running the class this year and, most importantly, the electronic textbook. You should have by now added the class CLC 21 into your QuickStart profile. We don't need to go over how you go back to QuickStart for the classes. I'm sure you remember that from last year. What we'll talk about instead is what's changed. What's changed is we want to ensure that you have adequate time to prepare for the National Latin exam. To that extent, normal TPSs have been done away with, and every TPS is designed to line you up for the exam. Here are the TPSs that will be due the first exam, which will be this Thursday. Now it looks like there's 10 of them, plus Bucky. That's 11. I'm going to be generous, and for the first test out, you only have to do 8 of them at 80. I would choose the areas you feel weakness in. Go for more for extra credit. You know me, I love extra credit. You have your typical exit assessments, which must be done after class if you didn't pass. And then we have these nice TPSs. Now the TPSs have all the standards that will occur eventually on it, such as Heroes and Monsters and the other standards that are scrolling up. These standards, however, will be limited based upon what we've covered that's so far. S stands for summer. Your mythology note cards now come in handy. I comes in intro. We'll be learning 2 more standards in CLC 22. So the exam, Black Marvel, will only deal with the standards covered so far, and there will only be 5 questions, 3 minutes. So you will have time to accomplish this goal. Now, a special treat that I gave you took a couple weeks, but if you're having trouble on any of these TPS heroes, I've given you a tutorial focusing only on the standards that you need to cover for that hero. And of course, I'm back to the 1940s and 30s superheroes. Here we have Black Marvel, who is not black, but we do have Black Marvel, and we do have stuff to cover in case you have any questions. You can click on it. Click on if you're having trouble with conversational. Here's some quick things on conversation. Now, when you read these are only short little pages, 1 page per standard. Just click on the target graphic to go back. If you're having trouble memorizing third declension when we get there, you simply click here, and it takes you to third declension. Not only the noun forms, but also some quick rules. Now you can scroll through the whole documents. They're very short. They were designed that way to allow you easy access. Now, let's talk about the most important thing, the textbook. There will no longer be a printed textbook. You must have a tablet or download this to your smartphone. I want you to make sure it's downloaded, and also download Adobe Reader if you can, because that'll allow you to make notes. Let's take a look at what we have down here for the pages. There's Vademecum Advanced eText, and let's pull it up. Now the eText looks just like the format of the printed page, except it's got some major differences. That's why you need to get the tablet. Don't get an expensive tablet, just a cheap one. Make sure you also spend about $5 for a cover. You can get those at Five Below. So here's the book. Looks normal, right? Oh, what are these? These are the chapters and the standards. Now what happens when I click here? Oh, Reverend Greg, you go automatically to the page. Hey, that's really cool. And you see what's required. Looks like the PDF had a little problem there. And all the charts necessary. Well, that's pretty cool, Reverend Greg. I think you've done a great job. Well, thank you so much, student. I'm so glad you said that. But let's go back to the front of the document, not only do you have your click for the declinables, nouns, adjectives, and pronouns, your click for conjugables, all types of verbs, participles, infinitives, and whatnot. New thing is the appendix for the online pacing and prep plan. In this class, we are preparing you for college acceptance, college success, college of your choice at zero cost. The online prep plan tells you what we'll be doing. Each chapter, each week shows what FC will be due. The virtual textbook assignments will be located in the chapters, but the big difference on the virtual textbook assignments, they will have a mandatory essay. We do have to get you writing essays. Additionally, you will have 50 study island questions per week, focusing on PSAT prep up until October 15th when you take the PSAT. I'll only be focusing on writing. So you'll be able to focus there and do pretty well. After the SAT, what'll happen? Oh my goodness, we'll start the ACT prep, because the goal is at the middle of August, which should be right about here, you'll be taking the ACT, and I want you to do very well, direct money, because college of your choice, zero cost. So students, what you need to have done by now is to have gone to Quizlet.com, shared me your note cards for mythology, and in case you're wondering, Quizlet.com, very straightforward little program. Well, that's Quia.com. Quizlet.com, nice program. I'm just going to sign in, and you get to see your note cards. So, now some students have said, well, Reverend Greg, what happens when you want to share your note cards with me? Well, I'll show you. You simply click on one of your sets that you've created, and when you look up here we have the listing of it. I would like to share it. And then you type in my email address. And that should pretty well work. So make sure it goes to assignment inbox. Your note cards, the benefit of your note cards is that you will have responsibility of knowing everything you need to know. But the good news is that we really won't have a lot more note cards to cover. So I guess that's everything for now. It's going to be an exciting year. It's going to be a busy year. It's going to be a focused year. We will be taking the National Latin exam. Level 2, we'll be taking the National Greek exam and the College National Greek exam, which is kind of cool. So, and I think that would be everything we need to know. All right. So, if there's any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. And once you do contact me, make sure that you wait till Wednesday if possible. I am going to take my wife on our 2-year anniversary to Amish country so we can find the Amish Mafia. Have a great day, and I look forward to this upcoming year. Oh, by the way, you'll need to have the first assignment done. I'll be sending the link to the electronic textbook, just a comic book, but we want to get started. So start working on those heroes that you'll need, and we want to make the first test really good.